Guys, we are live with another one, man. We are live with another one, and let me tell you something. Topic of discussion today is the UFC is already in negotiations for the rematch with Ankalaev and Alex Pereira, which it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Just like this computer right now is blowing my mind of it just every other week it needs a damn software update and it takes so long. I mean, but yeah, guys, the UFC and Alex Pereira are in negotiations for the Ankalaev rematch. Now, I mean, obviously the UFC is not listening to their fans because I really thought it would be a perfect opportunity for Alex Pereira to, go somewhere else, go to another division, explore other things. You know what I mean? I mean, why not? Especially after a loss. But apparently the UFC has other plans, like they always do, and now it hasn't even been a week yet, and we're already talking about rematches. Lost 200 ain't been the same since. Lost 200 ain't been the same since. What exactly are you talking about? You lost $200, $200,000. What is that about? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Okay. I don't know what's going on. What is going on with this computer right now? Oh my gosh! Here we go. Updates on the way. It's gonna take forever. The fight. Ah man, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. It hasn't been the same since. For UFC 313, it was a good night for me. It was a good night for me. I went 7-3 with my UFC predictions, so it wasn't a bad night for me. But you know what I mean. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I can't believe the UFC is actually in negotiations already for the rematch. I don't think the rematch with Ankalaev should be underway. I think they should leave the light heavyweight division the way it is and go spawn some life into the heavyweight division because that's the division that's in shambles right now as we speak. You know what I mean? But UFC has other plans, like they always do. They have other plans, so I don't know. I don't know what the UFC is gonna do. If that fight actually does happen again, um, we got Dana White post fight, interview, stating that Tom Aspinall and John Jones is definitely happening now, which surprises me because wasn't it definitely happening, a while ago? I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be waiting for this fight like Michael Chandler waited for Conor McGregor. All right, it's been damn near almost 4 years, and that fight hasn't even came into fruition. Okay, and that is just the truth. All right, that is factual, guys. Okay, but we shall see how everything plays out right now. We shall see how everything plays out. I'm not sure a lot of people are interested in seeing the Ankalaev Alex, rematch. Um, the fight, I'm not gonna say it was a boring fight. Definitely wasn't, but it wasn't the most exciting fight. It's not something. You're not regretting getting the event free, because right now, as we speak, because of the turmoil between ESPN and the UFC, as Brendan Schaub says, quoting him. You know what I mean? There was a horrendous night. It was a horrendous night for the ESPN Plus app. You couldn't. A lot of people couldn't even get the pay per view. So now, when you go onto ESPN, you can watch 313 for free, due to their error. Are you South Asian, Hispanic, or Middle Eastern? I am Hispanic. I am Hispanic. South Asian. No, definitely not. And Middle Eastern. I could pass for that, right? I could maybe pass for a Middle Eastern, but no, I'm Hispanic, man. I am Spanish. I am Hispanic. But why? Why do you ask? Why do you ask? Why do you ask if I'm, Hispanic or not? What's your favorite Eurovision? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. But like and subscribe, guys, if you are new to the channel. Okay, like and subscribe. All right. Don't forget to click that bell notification either. All right. I appreciate y'all. This computer taking forever right now. It's probably gonna have like a dozen updates now. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is just absurd right now. But when it comes to the UFC, I don't know. I don't know. They turned themselves into just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it anymore. It's not the old UFC that it used to be. It's more, to me, it's tasteless. You know what I mean? Like, this used to be a sport where, not a lot of people knew about it, and now it's sort of like one of the biggest sports around. A lot of people know about it, and because of it, it feels so saturated. You know what I mean? Everything feels so saturated. Um, but yeah, I don't know what the UFC is gonna do. They're running out of stars. They really are. They're running out of stars. They're running out of just a lot of things. To be honest with you, UFC blows now. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Some of the things that the UFC, that they have going on, it kind of leaves me like scratching my head. It really does. It's just like, what is going on? What are they doing? And unfortunately, the brand itself is thriving. You know what I mean? So they don't seek any change because of it. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? So they don't seek any change because of it. So as long as it thrives, they're not gonna do anything drastic. It's gonna be rinse and repeat, and that's the problem. There is like, if you've been a long time fan like I have, it's just everything is just the same now. You know what I mean? You got your embeddeds, same shit. You got ESPN. I mean ESPN. You got your countdown, same shit. It's become same shit type of situation. Treat the fighters bad, raw dog them. Yeah, that's what the UFC tries to do, man. You know what I mean? That's what the UFC tries to do. I got into a debate with somebody on YouTube about, fighter pay, because I saw that people were still getting paid, like the lower class people. They were getting paid, 10 and 10. One of the cheapest was 10 and 10, and I'm like, man, if he loses, he's walking away with just $10,000. I mean, that's not even worth it, in my opinion. After you pay all your coaches and your managers and for your food, your nutritionists, all that stuff. I mean, that's more than $10,000. What happened to the robe? That's like your thing. Well, I don't have it on right now. You know what I mean? I don't have it on right now. I didn't really try to make it a thing. It's just something that I always had on. You know what I mean? I just always had the robe on. You know what I mean? And it's not late enough to have it right now. So, yeah, I just don't have it on right now. End up OW. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what the UFC is gonna do. I really don't. I honestly do not know. A lot of things have changed with the UFC, man. A lot of things. I thought it was on purpose. No, no, definitely not. I'm just wearing my sweater. You know what I mean? That's about it, man. It's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. I wore the robe like yesterday. Um, but yeah, I don't know what the UFC is gonna do, man. I really don't know what the UFC is gonna do. Like, you go to their. Let me see something. Oh, finally they changed it. You go to their UFC.com. I mean, it just seems so dull. You know what I mean? It seems so dull. The belts, the belts don't even look right. According to Sean Strickland, they're not even made correctly. His shit broke. He had to fix it with duct tape, literally duct tape, guys. I mean, those things look plastic as hell. So yeah, when it comes to their belts, their brand right now, it's just for me. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm really not. Agreed, Dana gambling his ass off. He's definitely gambling. He's definitely gambling. I don't see him stopping. You know what I mean? He keeps winning. He keeps winning. You know what I mean? He does have losses, but he wins more often, I guess. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people that gamble. You know what I mean? They gamble and they gamble thousands and thousands of dollars. Dana is gambling like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So that's in a different league. I think Dana started paying less attention after slap fight. Guys, slap fight is fucking awful. All right, slap fight is not even a sport. It's a joke. All right, it's literally a joke. It's it's so dumb, man. It's so I love seeing them in the back with the one guy with the hand mitt just holding the one hand mitt and then the guys in the back and they showing him getting ready for his event. He's like, bro, it looks so gay. Like it looks so dumb. Oh my god, it looks so dumb in my opinion. Like slap, I don't know why you would even pay attention to that shit. You know what I mean? But if you are paying attention to that and that's your thing, like Dana White, that's his shit. It's corny to me, man. It's so corny. It really is. Gambler never talk about their losses. I hear you. Three Stooges. Gambling is haram, and they getting less than 10K for brain damage. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, man. That is right. 10 and 10, man. 10 and 10. 10 and 10. It's unbelievable. Blessed, man. Blessed. But yeah, 10 and that's just not worth it to me. That's just not worth it to me. You know what I mean? Um, and like a lot of people say, but you're not. That's why you try to win your fight. You try to train hard. So you can work yourself up to potentially getting way more money than just 10 and 10. I totally understand that. It takes hard work to get there, but there, it's like only like 3% of those fighters who end up making a significant amount of money, man. Like that's a low percentage. 3%, guys. Like that's a low percentage right there. So yeah, with such a low percentage, realistically, it's just a lot of guys not making that much money. They need better head movement. Now the slap guys get like half that. Yeah, I think the slap guys get like 3 and 3, maybe not even. Maybe, I think they get 25, 25, so 2,500, 2,500, about 5 Gs to get massive brain damage. You know what I mean? It's just you're standing and there's no strategy to it. You know what I mean? There's no technique. You know what I mean? Like holding your head and, and ducking your chin and waiting for somebody to bro, it's so dumb, bro. It's the dumbest shit in the world. And then when I see the referee, it's like, no, you gotta bring up your chin. You gotta bring up your chin. You gotta bring up your chin. It's just so dumb to me. It's so stupid. You know, like it has no, like I said, no strategy, no technique. You're just standing there, getting ready to get hit. It's unbelievable to me what they're letting people see on TV. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That power slap is gay. I agree, man. I agree. I watch it seldomly. You know what I mean? Just because I like watching it and laughing. You know what I mean? Like that's literally the only reason why I would put it on is because I just laugh at these guys because these guys they really think they're making a difference and they're like roar, roar, and they're getting all with their chest pumped out and in reality you're causing yourself a lot of harm for for very very little pay. I refuse to watch it. Hey man, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. And they're signing people who have nothing to lose. Yeah, man, they really are. You know what I mean? They really are. I seen a smack edit or a slap smack edit where a dude smacks the shit out of this guy and he smacks him and his head does a 360, a full 360, bro. When I saw that, I was dying. I was dying. That shit made me laugh. I can't even lie. Um, Bro, you look like my dad when he was young. Where are you from? Oh man, we probably had the same dad. You probably had the same dad. You never know, man. You never know. I'm from up north. You know what I mean? I'm from up north. I'm from originally. I'm from up north, and my parents are Spanish. They're both Spanish, so if you have Spanish in you and you're born up north or something like that, or born on the East Coast, hey man, you might just be a relative. You might never know. You might never know. Okay, that is the truth. But yeah, man, we're living in just crazy times right now. We're living in crazy times where Uncle Life is your light heavyweight champion. Bilal Muhammad is your welterweight champion. And Marab is your bantamweight champion. All guys who are great mixed martial artists. This might be the first time in a long time where multiple guys are great at mixed martial arts. Not only one sport, not only one aspect of a martial arts. They're great in all their aspects, whether it's striking, wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, all that. Okay, but I don't think you can be uh, Parisian. You might never know, man. You might never know. I'm just being honest, man. You might never know. I might have a little bit of that in me. You know what I mean? Salted in me. You never know. You get what I'm saying? It's white boy season in UFC. It's he said it's white boy season in the UFC. Uh I guess you can say that. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can say. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you can say that. Yeah, Marab is a white boy. He's white. Islam. I guess you could say he's white. Bilal Muhammad. Yeah. DDP. Yeah. Okay. Uncle Life. Yeah. Yeah, man. It is. It really is. It's white boy season in the UFC right now, man. And there's multiple champions in there, like I said, that are great martial artists. It might be the first time in a long time where you have great champions who are martial artists, overall martial artists. They don't come with just kickboxing. No, 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 no. They come with more than just that. Diddler, the Riddler, JK. What's going on? What's going on, man? What is going on with you? Hopefully you're having a good one, man. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? We got Dana White spewing some shit right out of his mouth, talking about that Tom Aspinall and John Jones is definitely going to happen, okay? Don't hold your breath for that, because if you do, you're going to be holding it for about 3 to 4 years, just like Michael Chandler had to wait for Conor McGregor, okay? That is just pure facts, all right? I don't think the Tom Aspinall and John Jones fight will happen. I don't think John Jones can get paid enough by the UFC to actually step into the octagon and fight Tom Aspinall, okay? And that is just the truth right there. Just the truth, all right? And for any other information, whether we're talking about the rematch of Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira, I mean, that is just ridiculous already. You know, that is ridiculous already. You know, running it back when you lost clearly 4-1, okay? 4 rounds to 1. You know what I mean? Just as bad as Sean O'Malley versus Marab, okay? If not worse, because Ankalaev outstruck he outstruck Alex. So to get an immediate rematch, it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. But the UFC is gonna do what they want to do. That's what they're gonna do. Is what they want to do. All right. And what they want to do is destroy this sport. All right. Destroy this sport once and for all. You know what I mean? And then sell it to the next bidder for even more money than what they sold it for before. All right. Uh, I'm watching UFC Ultimate 96 currently. That's what's up. Well, Jones checking out. Jones will not be fighting Tom Aspinall, guys. Dana blue balling us. He's not blue balling us, guys. He's selling wolf tickets, man. Probably will cheat. I'll be surprised it happens. It's not gonna happen, guys. The UFC needs Pereira as the star. Well, not really. They don't need him as a star, but they're definitely running out of stars. I'll tell you that much. Big Ank finished Paulton. Yeah, he did. Win W Ank. Yeah, man. Ankalaev did beat Alex Pereira, and he beat him clearly. You could even say 5-0 if you really want to. I want to argue with somebody who says that because the first round, I mean, it was a toss up. It could have gone to any one of them. So for me to stand here and be like, oh yeah, no, that's impossible. No, it's totally possible, guys. Um, the ones that I couldn't understand was Era Hawani. When Era Hawani was talking about that he had Alex winning the fight, and he has as of recent he has retracted his statement because he says that he rewatched the fight and says that he was wrong about his what he said about Alex Pereira winning the fight. I'm glad he made that statement because after he made that statement, I was just like, are you out of your mind? Like, how biased do you have to be? You're out of your mind if you think Alex Pereira won that fight. Just out of your mind. Big Ank and Superstar. I want to see Ank versus Jones at light heavyweight. That's definitely not happening, guys. John Jones is not coming back to the light heavyweight division. That's not happening. Ank ate those leg kicks. He definitely did eat those leg kicks. All right, he stepped in. The leg kicks were vicious, but it's just Alex Pereira looked stiff. Alex Pereira looked reluctant. Alex Pereira looked worried. He didn't look like he wanted to throw combinations and really commit to his punches. Um, I don't know why that is, but that's the way it looked to me. All right, and I watched the fight twice. I watched the fight live, and I watched the fight again the day after just to make sure that my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. That I actually thought Ankalaev won 4-1, if not 5-0. All right, but that is the truth. That is the truth, man. I have no idea why he made his career at light heavyweight. If he fights Tom, he getting knocked out. Alex tried to chop him down, didn't work. Give Paul a ton of rematch. Jury is a goofball. uh, yeah, I don't think Tom Aspinall is knocking out John Jones. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot more, you know what I mean, to mixed martial arts than just being big and brute. And I just think John Jones has much more to offer than any other man. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So that's definitely not a gimme fight for Tom Aspinall at all. Now, when it comes to Alex, I mean, I don't understand why they run in the rematch. I really don't. I really don't. He lost 4 rounds to 1. I don't think he should have an immediate rematch. I think he should take some time off, potentially explore heavyweight division. Ank and team had a great game plan. They did. They definitely did. Their game plan was to outstrike the striker, stay patient, keep him on the back foot because apparently Alex Pereira moving backwards is not dangerous at all. At all, it really isn't dangerous. And I think Ankalaev knew that, and he felt that if I could get him in his back foot, he's not going to generate as much power, and it'll be easier for me to engage whether or not I'm taking him down, going for the takedown, or pushing him up against the fence, or just outstriking him, and that's what he did. Ank will finish Alex in a rematch. Probably. Bro, Gone and 50-year-old Stipe garbage from Tom better than both those guys by a lot. I hear you. I hear you. Because Pierre sells pay-per-views. I'm so glad Poatan lost. Israel was on Poatan's nuts hard. Uh, I mean, I'm not glad he lost. I would have liked to see Alex win, and then potentially, Alex fight John Jones. That would have been a good look. You know what I mean? Light heavyweight champion versus heavyweight champion for the BMF title belt. That would have been awesome. That would have been really, really a good seller. But now with Alex losing, yeah, I don't think that's a sellable fight right now. And I don't think Alex Pereira can beat Ankalaev. Even if they have a rematch, I don't think Alex Pereira can beat Ankalaev. I just don't see it. Ankalaev he's a phenomenal mixed martial arts fighter. He really is. He's phenomenal, and he proved it on Saturday when he beat Alex Pereira. But yeah, guys, Poatan got exposed. Boy, big ink put on that Dagestan Muslim pressure. Move forward. Challenger next champ and Muslim. Ink figured him out. Yeah, it was a terrific game plan. Terrific game plan, and it worked. It worked to the T. It worked to the T. It really did. And when it comes to Chimaev, I think Chimaev beats DDP. That's my opinion on that. I think Chimaev beats DDP. I think Chimaev is he's another phenomenal mixed martial arts fighter. A lot of people think that he won't be able to go 5 rounds with DDP. A lot of people think DDP will beat him eventually if it goes to the later rounds. But I think Chimaev, I give him massive respect, and I think he can go 5 rounds, and I think eventually he'll be the middleweight champion. I want Murad versus Umar rematch. That was a great fight. Yeah, that was a great fight. That was a good one. But nah, I think Umar needs to finally fight. Three top contenders to get back to the belt. In my opinion, you know what I mean. At least two of them, if not three. At least win your next fight against a good opponent. Maybe Peter Yan. Peter Yan versus Umar. You beat Peter, and potentially you fight one more, top contender. And if you beat those, then we could get the Marab and Umar, rematch. Sean O'Malley is already walking into a championship belt situation. So we got Sean O'Malley versus Marab next. Not really excited for that one. I mean, you guys saw how the Sphere went. I mean, that whole Sphere event was it sucked. It sucked. All right, $30 million spent for nothing because that whole event sucked. O'Malley ain't beating Marab ever. I mean, he might just step back and catch him with a cracking left hand. You never know. That's what the UFC wants, at least. That's what the UFC was hoping for with Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev, but it never happened. And just like it never happened then, I don't see it happening with Sean O'Malley. And that's just the truth. That is just the pure truth. You heard? But yeah, guys, I've been on for almost 30 minutes here. Well, about 30 minutes here. And you already know what happens after the 30 minute. We could start talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related, guys, okay? But like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys, okay? You might as well do it. O'Malley with the Dana White privilege. Yeah, definitely with the Dana White privilege, you know what I mean? Definitely with the Dana White privilege. What Dana White is hoping is that Sean O'Malley could make the fight a little closer and potentially, win by the judges with a split decision, and Sean O'Malley becomes champion again. That's what the UFC is hoping. Honestly, that's what the UFC is hoping. I mean, let me see this smack stuff. Let me go on YouTube. I'm gonna go on YouTube right now. I love doing this. I love going on YouTube and watching smack for a couple minutes, just to entertain myself. How stupid this thing really is. Here we go. Marab champ, Islam champ, Jemaya's champ, Ankalaev champ, all Muslim fighters. This is great for sport discipline. Clean fighters love their style. I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%, man. Whenever you got, whenever you got fighters that, you know, are a good example for the sport, that's always healthy, man. That's always a good thing. Just because it's not all about, you know, coming out here and being the most outspoken person, the most witty person. It's not all about that, man. It's really about just the martial arts. And at the end of the day, martial arts is about, hard work, dedication, and respect. And I think a lot of these guys lose that when they enter the UFC, because the UFC is not only the sport but an organization that has to sell tickets. So you have to be someone, and if you're not going to be that person who's outspoken and selling tickets and putting asses on the seats, then you might be one of those fighters that are undefeated 10-0 and still get cut by the UFC, because that has happened, guys. There's been fighters out there who are undefeated in the UFC, never lost, and they got cut. And the reason why they got cut from the UFC is because they're just not a character, which is awful. Which is awful. We got kickers out here in the NFL getting paid $1 million to kick a ball, 3 or 4 times a game. They touch the field, twice to 3 times a game. It's unbelievable. That Muhammad cut was a fair. That Muhammad cut was unfair. What do you mean, Muhammad? What are you talking about? What cut? Bro, this is the dumbest sport ever, bro. I mean, this is not even a sport. I don't even know what to call this, but this is the dumbest shit ever in the planet. Is sitting there watching people smack the shit out of each other. He means Makia. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree 100%. The 125-pound guy that beat Marlon Cape get cut from the UFC. He beat him fair. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. UFC didn't re-sign him. They said that he was a troubling athlete. He brought a lot of troubles with him, so they didn't re-sign him. As you can see, this should bring back. Yeah, most likely not. They're probably not gonna bring him back. That the 125-pound division is probably done with. To be honest with you, um, it's probably gonna be absorbed by the bantamweight division. If I had to be honest, um, it's just too many divisions right now with too many issues. It really is. Got women's bantamweight division, non-existent. There's nothing there. You got the heavyweight division, just is in shambles. Nothing there. Curtis Blades is on your top five. I mean, that doesn't say anything. Just a lot of issues there. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's actually he just fought recently. He won the fight by unanimous eye poke. You got of how or a million. That's hard. Man, this thing is corny, bro. I'm looking at these two girls smack the shit out of each other, and it's just not entertaining. It's just not entertaining. I don't see how you find this entertaining. This is not a sport. This is sickening. I don't get it. I don't get it. Winning by eye poke is wild. Yep, man. That's what happened. That's what happened. And that's what happened with Song Yadong as well. I mean, Song Yadong won by unanimous fouls. It wasn't even only one eye poke. He low blowed and eye poked his way to victory. Henry Cejudo, he didn't know what was coming. Henry Cejudo didn't understand what was coming. He didn't know whether it was gonna be eye poked or he was gonna be fucking low blowed with a a drop kick to the balls. He didn't know what was coming. But at the end of the day, Song Yadong won by unanimous fouls. It was about six fouls, and the referee never took away a point. So I mean, it's crazy. The women's division are two top heavy. The champ or number one contender are good, but no one else comes close. Yeah, man, I agree with you. It is too top heavy, unfortunately. But that's the situation that the UFC is in right now. The situation they're in right now is that Dana White has other focuses. You know what I mean? And instead of doing his normal thing that he does, which is, travel the world and try to find the best athletes that you can find. You know, there's not enough Dana White contender series that you can make. You know, there's just you got to be able to travel. And find out about these people, find out about these fighters, and there's just nothing there. There's nothing there. Give it a women's divisions. Oh man, that's tough, man. I don't want to say that. The women's they need to make a living as well. I don't want to say that. Um, if you drop the women's division, most of them are gonna go to slap, and they're gonna be slapping the shit out of each other. So I might as well keep them in the UFC, just for we don't see them doing slap and they're over here smacking the shit out of each other for 2-2. You know what I mean? This is be honest, guys. You know what I mean? It's a tough one. They can't go to Invicta. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what can they do, but they need to do a lot of things. The UFC needs to do a lot of things because they're not they're not in the best position in my head. I wonder where the UFC goes. Can let Mackenzie Dern go? Hell no, man. You can't let her go, bro. You can't let Mackenzie Dern go. There's no fucking way. You kidding me? I would not want to see her on slap. You know what I mean? I would not want to see her on slap. The only thing I want to see slapped is that ass. Bam! And that's about it. You know what I mean? That's the only smacking I want to see with Mackenzie Dern's. Yeah, so if you get rid of the females, you're gonna get rid of Mackenzie Dern's, and that's not a good look, man. That is not a good look in my eyes. Okay, you gotta stop that shit. Gotta stop that shit. Cut it out before, you know what I mean. they get any bright ideas. You know, cut the flyweights before that happens. Fuck that. I mean, let's be real, man. Is the flyweight division exciting anymore? That division is in shambles too. The UFC it has issues, man. It really has deep rooted issues, man. We're talking about deep rooted, brother. Okay, they cannot let go of the females, man. They cannot. Mackenzie Dern, she's definitely selling tickets. There's definitely people out there that buy tickets, buy the pay per views, watch her. All right, so yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I want to see the ring girls fight. That will probably be the worst fight you can ever see. There'll be hair pulling, nipple biting, you know what I mean? Wedgies. It'll be the worst fight you can ever see, man. And I'm just being real. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. No effing way. I don't want to see that. I want to see I don't want to see the ring girls at all. At all. You know, if I had to see the ring girls, I want to see them in a naked fight. You know what I mean? Put them in a freaking fight where you got to take off their clothes. First ones to take off their clothes wins. You know what I mean? The worst fight, but not the worst wank. Ah, God, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that made me laugh. What is this over here? Remember back in the day, man. Remember back in the day how YouTube was. YouTube was a place where you could watch fights happen, man. Remember that shit? YouTube was the place you can watch backyard fighting, man. It was crazy. It was craziness. You know what I mean? You could watch what's his name? Kimbo Slice just go at it. This documentary Game Bread. This is a dope documentary right now. It starts off good. Man, remember Kimbo? Remember how monstrous Kimbo was? That dude was so huge, man. That's crazy. I'm watching Kimbo Slice, the old Kimbo. There's always those Russian bare knuckle fights on concrete. Man, that was a terrible. Those are terrible. I watched what is it? Booth fighting, where two guys are in a booth. They're in like in a phone booth, and they just start fighting, and it's just so crazy, man. It's crazy. The sport they trying to do everything right now. They have Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in a car, choking each other out with their seat belts. I mean, God, anything that can make money. I watched two Asian guys, right? I watched two Asian guys fight in a pool. They were fighting in a pool. The pool was like waist deep, and one of the guys was smart enough to like use the water as a weapon, and they would use the water to blind their opponent, and as soon as they would blind them, they would just crack them with a couple shots, and there goes the fight. I mean, I watched some crazy shit, man. Let me tell you something. I watched those too. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's craziness. Like I don't. I wonder what they have. You know what I mean? What kind of nastiness things they have out there? That you know what I mean? Like Because I know they also have like ear pulling, like where you put like these, you put like these I don't know what you call them, but you put these things around your ears, and then the other opponent puts them around the ears, and then the first one to like let go, that's the person who loses and whatnot. That shit looks so painful. You know what I mean? I wonder if you do that. They have that with your balls or something, where you hold your balls, and you both pull, and the first one to give up loses. Like I mean, like it's just the things that are possible now, the things that are just possible. This is crazy. I'm about to get out of here, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. You know what I mean? Topic of discussion was that bullshit. Rematch with Uncle Life and Alex Pereira. Total bullshit. I think they should definitely not do that rematch. But UFC is gonna do what they're gonna do. Like and subscribe, guys. Takes minimal effort to give me that thumbs up, so you might as well do it. And I'm out of here, guys. Until next time. Peace. One love.